Hey there, language learners! Today, I'm going to break down the differences between transitive and intransitive verbs in just 3 minutes. Ready? Let's dive right in. First up, definitions. Transitive verbs require a direct object to complete their meaning. For example, she threw the ball. Here, the ball is the direct object. On the flip side, intransitive verbs do not need a direct object. He laughed is a perfect example. No direct object needed. Next, let's talk about direct objects. For transitive verbs, the direct object is the noun or pronoun receiving the action. Think of the sentence, he reads the book. The book is the direct object here. Intransitive verbs, however, do not have a direct object. Take, she slept. No direct object in sight. Moving on to sentence structure. For transitive verbs, the typical structure is subject plus verb plus direct object. Like, she plays the piano. For intransitive verbs, it's subject plus verb, and you can add modifiers like adverbs or prepositional phrases. For example, the dog barked loudly. Now, let's talk about completeness of meaning. If you remove the direct object from a transitive verb, the sentence feels incomplete. For example, she threw what? Whereas intransitive verbs can stand alone and still make sense. He ran. No direct object needed to complete the thought. Verb flexibility is also a key difference. Some verbs are strictly transitive and always need a direct object. Like, she gave the gift. Without the gift, the meaning is incomplete. Some verbs are strictly intransitive and can't take a direct object. He arrived. Adding a direct object here wouldn't make sense. All right, usage time. Transitive verbs are often used when an action is being done to something or someone. They bought a new car. The action of buying is done to the car. Intransitive verbs often describe actions or states of being that stand alone. She laughed. The action of laughing stands alone. Let's look at some examples. For transitive verbs, she writes a letter. They built a house. He kicked the ball. And for intransitive verbs, the baby cried. The leaves fell. The sun rises. Now, here's something interesting. Some verbs can be both transitive and intransitive, depending on the context. For example, he runs a business. Here, a business is the direct object. But in he runs every morning, there's no direct object. To summarize, transitive verbs need a direct object. Intransitive verbs don't. Transitive verbs follow a subject plus verb plus object structure. Intransitive verbs typically follow subject plus verb, and transitive verbs without a direct object feel incomplete, while intransitive verbs stand alone. Got it? Awesome! That's it for today. Keep practicing those transitive and intransitive verbs, and you'll be a grammar pro in no time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more language learning tips. See you next time.